Hey guys, what's up? I have another video today. Now, this video is a video that I keep on mentioning over and over again. And the key word is vision. So you hear me say vision all the time in most of my videos, and you probably sick to your stomach hearing me say it all the time. So why do I always keep on mentioning vision? Well, vision is important, right? So when a person has a vision, a goal, something to achieve, something to look towards, they have to always keep their eye on the prize, so to speak. And what happens is, if you have people, for example, who you join forces to accomplish this same goal, this vision, if your vision isn't keen, if it isn't tuned in, if it isn't focused on exactly what it is that you visualized, all of these other peripherals, people who were with you in the beginning, will start to test to see if they actually are on board with your vision as well. So I always mention vision because it is important that at the very least, whether you start with a group of people or if you start this alone, that you never lose sight of it. Because one thing's for sure, life happens and life will start throwing all of these battles on you. Okay, you'll start to see that it's going to be difficult to let's say get capital. It'll be difficult to, once you start the thing, whatever that goal is, to sustain it. And you'll start to see that the people that were around you in the beginning, slowly, one by one, slowly but surely, start to fade away. And this is important because if you go into something with the vision that you had and you wholeheartedly believe in, but slowly but surely everybody starts falling off because either they got weary in the process of trying to attain that vision, or life hit them hard as well and they just fell off in the peripherals, or maybe there was just a lot of talk, a lot of hype. You know, the guys, the people who were behind you and said, I'm going to stand by you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And we're going to do this to the end. And then you see that they just fell off one by one by one. Now, if you succumb to that weakness that they have, being around them, vision is important because it's like strands on a rope. And if you were to be relying as every person individually as strands, for example, well, if you take those strands and bundle them together, that will be a solid rope. Nonetheless, if the strands get removed, you still have to go towards your vision. And this is really going to solidify for real whether you are truly all in on your vision or not. So that's why I say it's important, because you're going to have haters, you're going to have fakers, you're going to have your own doubts, you're going to definitely have problems and issues. And I think it's important that once you've solidified your vision, you've written it down, you've seen it through, you felt it, you understood it, and then you have to go out there and now accomplish it. There will be people that fall off. There will be people who at the beginning was so on fire and they said they were going to do this and they were going to do that. And then life hits all of us and they got scared and they abandoned ship and they left you, they left the vision, and they left what was considered even their own vision. And that's the sad part of it. But the beauty in all of this, and this is why I keep on saying it's important, vision as it implies means that you can see it. So when a visionary has a vision, they already see it crystal clear in the future, and it hasn't physically manifested itself, but they see it clearly. And the problem is that if you do not see past today, tomorrow, a month, a year from now, then that vision gets obscured and blurred, and slowly but surely it can be defeating. And that is what you want to try to avoid. So write a daily log, make sure that you continue with your vision, because what happens is you could only go so far. And then if you don't really know how to sustain that vision without it physically manifesting for real in your life, you'll fall off. And what would happen is you're training your brain to believe that you're a failure and that there is a threshold that you can't go beyond, or that proverbial, glass ceiling. And that is not a way to train your brain for future endeavors, because it becomes compounded, and eventually you say, why start anything if it's not going to be worth it? But I can tell you that when you stick with your vision, your dream, focus in, truly have clarity, and know in your mind's eye, and know in your heart that it will come to pass because it fits in with your purpose for the greater good, I guarantee you that the success of that is much sweeter. But if you fall too short beforehand, just like everybody else around you, then you'll be just like them. And this is where failure, or the word failure, really starts to introduce itself in your life. You see, failure isn't not accomplishing what it is that you sought out to accomplish 2 weeks from now, a month from now, a year from now. That's not failure. As long as you continue to push and drive and go towards that vision that you originally sought out for, you'll never be a failure. And I guarantee you that it is worth the gold at the end of the rainbow. All right, guys. So, like always, I always mention, you can DM me, you can comment here, you can do whatever, or share this, because I really believe that it's important. We all have some goal, some vision, some idea, and I think it's good and worth noting that everybody who has this vision, or any visionary that's called a visionary, uh, didn't manifest their vision without serious hurdles. Okay. And then lastly, the people that are around you now, make sure that they understand the vision clearly. And even if they do, don't fault them for falling away because of their own fear. Now, fear consumed them and took them away as part of this vision, but don't let it happen to you. All right.